And we're going to have a pinch hitter to start things out here in the top half.
Too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball. Probably not throwing that one again.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench, and he's aboard here to lead off the inning. And better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah.
And as we set the situation for you here, there's a runner at first with nobody out.
When you start a 4-game series on the road, takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails of the guys in the home dugout.
And as we welcome you into the ball game, our current situation finds the bases empty. 1-0 the final. The Arizona Diamondbacks took the lead in the second inning and rode that until. And as we welcome you into the ball game, we find the bases empty, 1 away today. Los Angeles led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Andrew Moore. And it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter here to start things out. 1-2. Here it comes. Lined hard toward right center. And that's going to be a base hit. So it's a pinch hit single here to kick off the home half of the 7th. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
He puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting. Back in the strike zone.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout has a read on it. He makes the play. Runner tags and heads for third. The relay throw, and he'll get into third. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The Los Angeles Dodgers used a 3-run 7th to help propel them to the win. And we'll welcome you into our ball game as we find ourselves with the bases empty.
It's up above the zone like that. He can't do a little lower. He can and will make you pay big time.
And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody. The Los Angeles Angels jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. And it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter here to start things out.
Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure's off. If they get one of the next 2.
And as we jump into the ball game, we've currently got a runner at second with 1 to the final finish. The Dodgers came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. And as we join our ball game here, our situation finds the bases empty. Arizona came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Robbie Eek. And it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter here to start things out in the 5th.
5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
And tonight's comes to an end. 6th. And as we welcome you into the ball game, we find the bases empty, 1 away here in this evening's ball game. The Padres came through and it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. And we're going to have a pinch hitter to start things out here in the top half. Los Angeles posted 15 runs in this one. Geronimo Cairo claims the win out of the. And as we join the ball game in progress here, we find the bases empty.
Good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires here. The infield, around the mound, and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. And I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
And a nice job to get the ball in. Rockies led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Sean Newcomb notches his 3rd win. And we'll welcome you into our ball game as we find ourselves with the bases empty. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And the runner is in from second. Reinheimer rounds third and is digging for the plate. He pulls into third safely as they also score a pair of runs. The Rockies led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Kyle Freeland earns the win. And it would appear we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll try to get some. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the...
Los Angeles Dodgers led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Walker, and as we join our ball game here, our situation finds the bases empty.
They use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can.
And welcome, everyone. Our situation has bases empty.
Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
And it would appear we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll try to get some. Shoots this one over to first, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Sometimes you need a little...
These days they use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do what...
And as we jump into this one, our situation presents itself as a runner.
Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure's off. If they get one of the next 2...
And a welcome inside Dodger Stadium here in Los Angeles. Today, the third... There's a drive out toward the gap in left center. He's through first and hustling for second. And your go-ahead run is in at second.
That's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. The Atlanta Braves put up 4 runs in the 9th. And it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter here to start
the
things.
soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure's off. If they get one of the next 2...
And we pick this game up with the bases empty and a run in the inning.
They're not going to fight as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
A 1-run game this afternoon, 3. And as we welcome you into the ball game, our current situation finds the bases empty. Pulled softly out toward right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Bottom of the 7th inning, he'll go at least 1.
With a big base hit. He's not going to let the boys hear the end of this one.
Hit on the ground to third. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game. And he's safe. He's running. And this one is off the catcher's glove, and that might be a run. But not in time. For the final score, the Los Angeles Dodgers came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the... And it would appear we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll try to get something.
But they took the lead in the top of the 14th and hung on for the road win in the bottom of the 14th.
And welcome, everyone. Our situation has bases empty. 2 out.
Firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row.
And as we set the situation for you here, there's a runner at first with nobody out. Now a ball hit the center field and deep. Back goes the center fielder way back, and that ball is gone. 2-run shot to straightaway center.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon for the victorious Dodgers.
And it would appear we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll try to get something. Back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
Behind in the top of the 9th. Then they can't get it done at the bottom and come away with a loss.
Close one tonight. And as we set the stage for you here, currently 1 out and 1 on here.
Final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious.
And as we join the ball game in progress here, we find the bases empty. No runnering off the bench just a little bit ago.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the Victoria.
So with the runner in scoring position at second base and one away, and they
can't let that slip away. They were thinking about the celebration in the clubhouse a little too early, and now the...
And we'll welcome you into our ball game as we find ourselves with the bases empty.
To shrink the strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
And he lays off ball 4. So now his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard.
And it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
And this evening's contest. And as we set the situation for you here, there's a runner at first with nobody out.
A 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here.
And as we move into live action here, there's currently a runner at second base with...
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon.
And it looks like we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll come on with the runner.
And I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center.
Wow, that's what a pitcher gets for not putting what he thought was a bad call in the rearview mirror. I think he was still fuming and didn't get the pitch where he wanted it.
The Los Angeles Dodgers came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Number 3, Phil Mayton. And as we pick up live action, runners are currently at the corner factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game. So we're going to see a pinch hitter here with the bases empty, and yanked on the ground down the line. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Nice execution.
Posted 4 runs in the 8th on the way to victory. Walker Buehler earns his 5th winner. And as we join the ball game in progress here, we find the bases empty, nobody. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
And they'll extend their lead even further. Final. Los Angeles used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Dustin, it's a fairly typical hazy day here in Old L.A. as we're ready for baseball. Ready once again, T.J. Vaughn. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. The catch is made. Here comes the tying run from third. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 2-2 ball used when it mattered most, and this is the guy. He's our top player of the game. Well, Dodger Stadium on a Thursday night. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend. Now at the plate.
Fortunately, a winning streak for one of these teams is going to end today, but boy, this is a great matchup here.
Yeah, I'm excited to call this one with you two guys. Definitely. The 2 teams playing top of their game right now. Really
got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never
4-2. And we'll welcome you into our ball game as we find ourselves with
on the road. To win the first game of the series has got to feel pretty good. Something to build on for tomorrow.
Downtown L.A. and Dodger Stadium on a fine Saturday night. Tonight, coming to the plate.
They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball from offense to defense.
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. And the run will score as the Dodgers grab the early 1-0 lead. Digging in.
They have to make some good pitches here.
3-0 pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double. The 1-2. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit.
Ends up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
And tonight, and as we jump into action here, we've currently got a runner at first with 2
to win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering. This is a good win for this team.
3-1. And it would appear we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll try to get something.
Perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And it's gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field.
Just to ice this one and picks up the save.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. And as we welcome you into the ball game, we find the bases empty, 1 away here in the end. 1-1. Here it comes. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. And gone. An absolute solo shot to right center as they cut the lead in half.
Well, everyone knows that it's hard to keep that sharp curveball late in the game, and you could see that he just hung that one up there, and he paid the price. The good news is he worked late. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1. And we're going to have a pinch hitter to start things out here in the top half. And this man was a big reason why. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he certainly was.
And as we join the ball game in progress here, we find the bases empty. Nobody. The Giants took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Jacob Faria earns win.